All right, how's it going, everybody? We've had some fantastic games already today. We're looking to make one more happen. Um, I've got a meeting at my bank in about an hour and hour 15, so I've got time for one more run before we go do important adult stuff. So I'm gonna try and crank this game out. Hopefully, it gets to us quickly, and hopefully we can get some good content coming to you. Um, like I said, we've had some fantastic games already today. Uh, got some great momentum going. I'm really going to try and push to pad my ranking as hard as I can before the preseason, just because it's going to give me that better shot at getting higher at the beginning of the preseason, and then that will get us higher, hopefully, for the season proper starting next year. I'm in top lane right now. I'm gonna hover Renekton. Renekton's a champion I'm fairly comfortable with. Um, Once again, in top lane, the people I tend to hate the most are people like Vayne, Teemo, and uh, oh, who was I saying? Vayne, Teemo, and yeah, Vayne and Teemo, champions like them, the ones that can just poke you out without you doing anything about it in return, because what can you do? You can't get on them. You can't do damage even if you do, because they got the right kind of CC to annoy you. They banned Renekton, so there goes that. I'm tempted to do another Nasus game, but um, I don't really feel like it today. Nasus is one of those champions where no matter how much I love him and no matter how good I am at him compared to my elo, he's just got some really heavy counter picks. Gnar was the champion I was talking about in the last Nasus game. Vayne, and Teemo, those are the three. You can't do anything about them. They just eat your health away with max damage or blinds and the right CC, poisons, dots, etc. You just can't touch them. I'm thinking, since Renekton's banned, um, I might go Ornn. I'm pretty comfortable with Ornn. I think I will. Um, Normally I go Grasp of the Undying on him, on Ornn, but I think I'm going to go Aftershock, I'm going to go Demolish, and I'm going to go Overgrowth. Uh, I like the rest of those. I like the armor, I like the magic resist, and I like the CDR. Ornn's just a good champion overall. He's just so hard to do bad on. He really is. I am going to teleport this game. On Nasus, you want to take stuff like Ghost because you want to be able to get in on people, and Ghost helps you out. On someone like Ornn, you don't really need that. You've got your dash. You have knockups. You have slows. So realistically, teleport's the way to go. Especially because your ult is one of those game changer ults that just completely disrupts the enemy's play. So it looks like I'm up against Aurelia, either Aurelia or Riven, one of those two. I have a feeling that yeah, it's looking like whichever one of them isn't top is going to be mid. Both of them are good, both top and mid. They're good AD mids. I'm personally kind of hoping that I'm up against the Riven. I think Aurelia's got a better shot at beating me in lane. Riven's going to have a little bit rougher of a time, um, just because I don't care as much. My W makes me unstoppable as I spout my flames, so Riven's a little bit easier to ignore because I can waste her knockups, and that's all of her power right there. Aurelia doesn't really need to hit the stun to murder you. If she gets the mark, she can wail on you, and that is a Valiant Sword Prestige Riven. I do love that skin. That is beautiful. Oh man, that is beautiful. Okay, I'm just gonna assume that that's an Aurelia mid, not a Jhin mid. That would be really, really weird if Aurelia was bot lane. Um, Probably not too terrible, just because Aurelia is a strong champion, and with someone like Nami behind her, it's probably great. Sorry, tightening up my bracelet. But I still think she's going to end up going in the mid lane. Because we are in ranked and off-meta things don't happen that often. They do happen. They definitely do happen. But we don't see them all the time. So, we will see how this goes. Against their team, I am probably going to go full tank. I like to sometimes play a little bit of a bruiser build on Ornn, but I think today we are going to go for the full tank, you can't touch me kind of beat stick. Ornn is one of those champions, kind of like Volibear, but not quite as, not nearly as oppressive, where even though he is a tank, he does have a lot of damage output. His brittle proc on his passive is a maximum health damage, and that scales with level, not with ability rank, which goes to show you just how terrifying that's going to get. Now, the percent max health damage on his actual W, not the passive brittle proc, it does scale with the rank of the ability, but it's just the brittle proc passive, whereas, yeah, 12% of the target's max health is magic damage. On the fire, the brittle proc does 12% of their max health as magic damage. Yeah, so already out the gate, if I take my W, I can do 24% of the target's max health. Against the Riven, I'm going to do something weird here. I'm going to get 2 of these and 4 potions. I'm just going to go for massive sustain. I'm going to... It's a weird build. It's a very weird build, but honestly, that sustain on its own can make you fly, because that is 100% base health regen. That's already 18 per 5. That's already almost 2 per second, or it's already almost 4 per second. And 4 health a second at level 1 is a lot. In 30 seconds, I will have recovered a fifth of my health. And that's the time between minion waves. Speaking of minion waves, they're almost on the way here. I went this game with Aftershock for the extra armor and magic resist when I can CC someone with my knockup or my brittle proc. Demolish because I want to be able to take towers. I do have teleports. Split pushing is always going to be an option. Bone plating makes it harder for people to get me in the moment, regardless of the brittle proc. And then overgrowth means I'm just going to get some extra health from these little minions that die. So I definitely won that trade. For now. She's going to try and make me lose that trade here in a second, which she's not going to be successful on. Another big thing that makes Ornn a very, very annoying lane opponent is that I can just kind of build in lane. I don't have to go back to base unless I want to or unless I need something. It's another reason why I didn't take Doran's shield first, so I don't have to go back to base to sell it later. Just poke her out with that. But one of the reasons why it gets so annoying is because you can wail on Ornn. You can get an even train off on an Ornn, and then he will just walk back to his tower, and immediately just get a ruby crystal or something, and you just lost the trade. And see, that's what I'm talking about. I straight up won that trade. No, dude, you're too low. I lost a cannon for that. So I'm not going to do that. And on top of that, the W does end up being some pretty good wave clear. Now, I do know that Warwick is at red, so I'm going to go here. Against a Riven, I'm probably going to go and build a Righteous Glory first. It gives me mana, it gives me health, gives me armor, and it gives me cooldown reduction. All things that Ornn really loves to see. The damage on my charge is based on my armor and magic resist. I'm just going to ward that off. High Kale. So that being said, I'm going to build a Ruby Crystal. Oh, yeah, I can just build that. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and build my Crystalline Bracer. Next thing I'm going to build into is going to be my Glacial Shroud. Yeah, you really... I probably could have flashed on her, but there was no good reason to. As you can see, I'm already beating the living hell out of her in lane. Like, I'm not winning CS-wise, but I'm keeping even against her, and that on its own is a good enough victory in my book, especially since I'm pushing her out of lane. I'm weakening how much XP she gets. Get that Demolish proc off. Peel back into here, build a Sapphire Crystal. Next thing I'm going to do is build a Cloth Armor, and then go from there. But you see, doing things like that, because you get the full value of the mana from the item when you buy it. Like, it's not just buffing your maximum mana. So you get the 250 mana right away, which so you can take a trade you thought was even, and then all of a sudden they're still ahead of you. And see, like that, like I'm a tank. I'm the quintessential idea of what a tank is supposed to be, and I'm just nailing Riven in the face. I have no reason to use my ult anytime soon. I want her to try and think she can engage me. That was not the way I wanted to do it. I burnt her stun. Like, I'm okay taking damage. I'm just going to pop a potion here. I mean, okay. Fuck it, go. No, I died for it. But I'm executed. Look at that, an execution. What are you going to do about it? What is she going to do about that? What can she do about that? I just lost her that entire minion wave. That's going to crash on her tower. I get to walk back to lane with my boots and most of my Glacial Shroud. I'm only, what, 100 gold off of it, basically. By the time I get to lane, I'll have most of that. She got nothing off of that, because she hit me with nothing. So I'm perfectly fine with dying there. She got no gold off of it. I've only lost one minion walking back to lane. I shouldn't really lose anything else. Just poke, smack. Oh! If I had been able to hit her with the W, I would have won that trade so hard. That's entirely my fault for getting a little cocky there, but I almost had her. I really did. But that's one kill. I'm not too worried about it. We're still even in CS. I'm just going to TP back to lane. There's really no good plays in bot lane. No one's got any wards up. Just clear that wave right out. Now, at this point, at this point, it is 1,100 gold to finish my Righteous Glory. If I can get there, fantastic, I'll do it. But if I have to build something, I will. Kale's 3-1, so she's just going to outscale this game. And I am 18 CS over on her. And see, that's what I'm talking about right there. Like, she doesn't win those. I think I'm going to max my E second just because it scales with my armor and magic resist, which I'm planning on building full tank. So that should be a good time for me. I'm just going to let her clear that. I'm only 500 gold away from my Righteous Glory. I don't want to overextend too much because Warwick could come at me at any point in time. And there you have it. I stopped her from getting... Waste of my ult. Oh well. I was hoping to hit her, but she is very mobile. I have 200 mana left. I'm not a very mana-heavy champion, so it's not going to be too big an issue. That's almost dead, so I need to be careful. Warwick could come up at any time. I pop my potion there. I am level 9. I got the plate. I'm going to build Righteous Glory. So Riven's definitely not happy with that. Like, I'm a tank who is out farming her and out DPSing her. Like, I'm 20 farm ahead at this point. Warwick's after me. I'm just going to get that and then run like this. He's probably going to kill me here. Nope. Alright, I managed to get out. We are safe. I missed the wave, but that's okay. I think, honestly, I'm just going to build this into the Crystalline Bracer now. That's going to go into a Warmogs later. So they're definitely going to get at least a couple of plates. Probably not much more than that. Because it's not like he has the Rift or anything. And as you can see, the potions, the 4 potions and 2 Rejuve beads was a fantastic use of my early money. Like, there's no reason for me to be scared of anyone at this point. I've already got 1,800 health. I'm going to build a Abyssal Mask. No, there's no reason to build an Abyssal Mask this game. The only magic damage they really have is Nami and a little bit from Warwick. So I'm just going to build a Dead Man's Plate. And then I will finish out my Warmogs. I just poke her a little bit with the Q. It doesn't do that much damage right now. It's only 120. I don't have that much AD. Once again, maxing out my E second. Because it does a decent amount of base damage, and it scales off my armor and magic resist. you really can't go wrong with something that scales its damage off your armor and magic resist. It's like 15%. So now she's just going to farm safely for a little bit. I'm going to build this. Just get the ruby crystal. Why not? There's no reason not to. I probably will also build a Sunfire Cape at some point in this game. We back off. We buy a cloth armor. We are at 2200 health. Oh, that was a beautiful combo. I straight up 100 to 0'd that. Well, no, I wasn't 100 to 0. She was like half health. But this is what I'm talking about. Ornn is ridiculous. This is an amazing champion to play. He's not complicated at all. Just gonna walk away here. Hit that. Not care at all. Just run away. There's nothing he can do to me. Build my my chain vest. He's not staying. I'm just going to let my health regenerate naturally for a little bit just to be safe. Okay, he's coming after me. I'm not letting that happen. I'm actually just going to go ahead and recall here. I'm going to TP back to lane. I don't even need full mana. There she is. Oh. There we go. There's my Giant's Belt, which means it's once again another 1100 to get my Dead Man's Plate. Not really worried about it. From Dead Man's Plate, I will get a Warmogs. We can get a lot of work done on this tower, possibly even complete it. Kale is 7-2. Oh, and Brand is 5-2. Yeah, no, this tower's ours. I'm gonna back. Okay, you know what? Kale's 7-2. I'm what amounts to a second support right now. I've got a butt ton more damage than is reasonable of me. Didn't need flash. That's okay. Bye. You love it. You love to hate it, you hate to love it. So that is a capped out dash. We are just going to push this tower down. They're going to get dragon without us. Not worried one lick. I'm just going to wait for her so I can knock us over here. We're going to take Rift Herald while we still got the time. And that's just overall good for us. I'm going to go ahead and grab all of these to get myself back up to full mana and HPs. We're going to go mid lane from here, try and push down mid tower. Like, we've got an open inhibitor in top lane, but we've got no real desire to go push that hard, that far. That's overextending at this point in the game. At this point, we can just ARAM. And we can do so pretty safely, too. I've almost got my dead mans if... Yep, we just do not care. I'm going to stay right back here. I'm going to make my dead mans. And from here, we're going to work on Warmogs. If it gets that far, that's what we're going to go for. We're 1, 2, and 7. That is a 7-0 Warwick. Upgraded her Bork. Yeah. That's okay. Kayle shut down the Warwick. Kale's about to kill the Aurelia. Oh, Bran got the Aurelia. I don't think anyone's about to shut down the Kayle anytime soon. We're going to go ahead and grab this. I don't even have my finished boots yet. I'm going to build Tabby this game. I don't really need to worry about the CC at all. Just because I've got 30% tenacity from Legend Tenacity, and I've got my Unstoppable on my W. See, that's up to 16% and 18%. So, I mean, that's 32%. That's 34% of their maximum health as bonus magic damage for free. Like, if they get too close to me, they die. That's just how simple it gets. I don't think I'm going to be able to make it to Brand. Nope, she flashed on him. She's going to be gone by the time you get there. I've got a truly massive amount of armor. I've got 202 armor at 22 minutes. Come on, Kayle. Please. Yeah. We want some protection from our hypercarry. Yeah. Not sure you needed that ult, but that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and build my Tabby now. I'm relatively unkillable at this stage in the game. We're leaving. It's okay. I can run really fast. Okay, so that's an Ocean Drake, which is going to get us a lot of regen. There we go. Yeah, we like to see an Ocean Drake, especially when we're building a Warmogs. right now. There's just not much more I can say about it. We're going to go help Ash push bot turret. Oh god, the demolish. I'm very glad they're not surrendering. It's 28 to 15 right now. We should not be here at the moment. I mean, I will stick with you, but I don't think we should be here. If they try and engage on us in a bad way, we can definitely try and turn. Yeah, see, that's exactly what I'm talking about. How do you deal with that? How do you deal with an Ornn that you can't touch and a Kale that is so far beyond you? Okay, so I'm only 600 off of Warmogs. Yeah, we don't care. Ah, oh, Jin's dead. Fantastic. Oh, and they surrendered. Ladies and gentlemen, that's 3 surrenders that I've gotten in a row. 3. What is going on? What is happening? I don't get it. Okay, then. Well, we're never going to complain about that. We take those. Definitely going to give it over to the Kale. That she went 18 and 2 or something. It was ridiculous. Ooh, that is beautiful armor upgrade for this split. I love it. Riot. Your artwork is to die for. Got some flaming in the aftergame chat, so that's unfortunate. It seems they had a very bad time of it. I mean, I can understand that poor Riven got absolutely reamed in the top lane by me, and that Aurelia got reamed in the mid lane by the Kale. 17 and 2. Still absolutely ballistic score. Kind of sad I didn't get an S off of that play, but that's okay. Not really that salty about it. 15,000 damage, out damage everybody in the game aside from Kale. Yeah, see, like I said, it's just like Volibear, but not quite as bad. A lot of damage on a tank, and it's max health damage too. I was sitting at 34% of the max damage. If I could hit them with the flamethrower, the full flamethrower, and a brittle proc, they were hurting for a lot. You know, I could have gone for something like an Iceborne Gauntlet to give me just some more oomph, but really I just wanted more health, more armor. They had a very annoying. They had a team that could have gotten very annoying if we didn't just completely obliterate them. So, yeah, there were a couple of deaths that I got there that I got cocky on. I thought I could do more than I actually could, but Ornn's just a solid pick. Ornn's just a really solid pick. He's tanky. He does a lot of damage. Some of his damage scales legitimately off of his armor and magic resist. And whenever you have an ability like that that actually scales the damage off of armor and magic resist, you know you have to build tank. It's too easy to get good damage off of that. So, thank you all so much for watching. If you liked it, smash the like button, just like I smashed that Riven. And be sure to subscribe to the page, hit the notification bell so that you know whenever I post the next latest and greatest battle in my rise through the ladders of League. And I will see you all very soon. Have a good day, guys.